Previously on Pokémon FireRed, we arrived at Cinnabar Island. Find me to the place as the 7th gym. Now we can go there, but at least we're there. We also are part of the Pokemon Research Lab at Cinnabar Island for the next destination. Apparently figured, well, we could go while we're waiting at the badge, but we would explore random parts of the water. Oh yeah, I also decided to buy some healing items at the Pokemon Mart. And, wow, tons of Pokemon stuff. I wonder if they have balls. Oh shit! My balls! I have to get balls! I also sold some items, like the big pearl, so we can get more money back. Yep, now we have the Pokemon Mart to buy some Pokeballs. Yeah, apparently you can't buy freaking Pokeballs at the later markets, because for some reason they think they're out of style. They're too inefficient. Oh, who would want that? Somebody who's trying to save money. You're not wrong. Well, you can finally make progress at Cinnabar Island now. Yeah, thanks. Like, I need your help to tell me that, dickhead. Jeez. Just trying to help, bro. Besides, we can't even go to the gym right now. We gotta do what we can. The hot-headed quizmaster. Why is he such a fan of quizzes anyway? Cinnabar Gym's place is quite the odd fellow. He's literally island since way before the lab was built. Yeah, I bet he has. Well, we do have the Fire Talent Burning Desire here at Cinnabar Island. As well as this giant building, which we may as well go into, the Pokemon Mansion. Let's have fun in the maze here. Thank God I can run through here. Oh, we're lucky we might get through this whole gym today. That would be nice. Yes, welcome back everybody to Let's Play Pokemon FireRed version. This is your host, the MJ 4106. Oh no, it's Eradicate. Level 36. Oh, jeez. Alright, admittedly, did not expect Eradicate at that level. They can start to feel like I'm under-leveled a bit. We can worry about it later. For now, let's just explore Pokemon Mansion. See, there's more Pokemon to get here. And we run into a particular Pokemon. I have to mention it's version exclusivity stuff. Because, yeah, it's version exclusive. Oh shit, that's right. I should probably have you up front. You need to catch up with levels to what I want you all to get. This also reminds me, I gotta make sure I keep it on items. Yes! Pokemon Mansion! It's basically another dungeon! And while there is some significance to see in this place, we may still keep exploring and see what we can find. But in the meantime, I've realized we're going to have the 7th and 8th gyms pretty much back to back, so now it might be time for me to finally go over Generation 7! What I thought about the Pokemon Sun and Moon generation of Pokemon, which, you know, Gen 7, at the end of the day, oh boy, hi Weezing, yikes! Gen 7 ends up being very divisive at the end of the day. Like, you know, I feel like I'm one of the few people who still has very fond memories of Gen 7. Because, you know, we basically have the established formula for how Pokemon games are formed, how they played, basically. Oh, hi, Growlithe. They basically have played the same way, like every generation. So, it was actually nice to have, you know, a generation that tried to actually change up the formula, try to, you know, catch us by surprise and do something new for the series, which is something that I feel like Pokemon desperately needed once we got to Gen 7, because literally all the 6 gens before were the same. Go explore the region, get the HMs, and explore more, get yourself the, oh, coughing, I actually want to catch you. Explore the region, get the 8 gym badges, take care of the evil team, collect Pokemon, use your HMs, be able to get to more places, and just, yeah. Basically just that. It was very basic, and pretty much none of the generations changed course from that. They all just stuck to their guns doing the same formula, same flow. It was one of the reasons why the Pokemon series started to feel stale once we got to, you know, even as early as Gen 4. Because Gen 3 evolved, it didn't really feel like much of an evolution. Anyway, here's Coughing, the poison Pokemon. Its thin balloon-like body is inflated by horribly toxic gases. It reeks when it is nearby. Oh, it smells like shit. Don't you know. I mean, yeah, it's nice. Oh, reminds me. Here, give him the amulet coin. I'll let him get plenty of experience right now. Don't worry. You'll have your time, Executor. Excellent, you'll have your time. But yep, Gen 7 decided to make it, instead of it being a very basic going to the region, collecting 8 gym badges to take on the Elite Four, take care of the evil team at the time, and, you know, your evil villain of the week, if you will, for that. Well, they decided to change up the structure altogether. They decided to basically have you based in the Hawaiian area, Alola, explore, you know, 4 different islands. Why am I even battling you? I should just run away. And explore 4 different islands to basically, you know, explore the areas and then eventually deal with the kahunas, which I guess your gym leader replaced until I had 4. Oh, that was the one that brought the, I'm trying to remember. I know Gen 9 they were called Titan Pokemon. Totem Pokemon, that's what it was for Gen 7. Yeah, Totem Pokemon. They brought Totem Pokemon around, or basically like boss fight Pokemon, which honestly, given the way the series is, that actually made a lot of sense to do that. Having like abnormally large Pokemon that had basically better stat builds than normal Pokemon you fought in the wild. And also the fact that some of those Pokemon could summon others to aid them in the fight, it gave a more like realistic feeling to how the battles would be done, because, you know, sometimes wild animals may, like, you know, signal others to back them up. It actually makes a lot of sense for them to do that. And, well, I was gonna say it's the only Gen to have done that. Then again, things changed after Gen 7, so, yeah. Not like I'm saying it's a bad thing. I'm just, yeah. It was weird. That was the only generation to really do that. Yeah. Also, I will admit, I know a lot of people don't like some things in Gen 7. I will say, the evil team, while not being necessarily evil, they were certainly entertaining. What? You startled me! I thought you were a ghost! You were, like, talking to yourself the whole time! Oh, shit. Have I explained all this, like, through myself? Oh, shit, I didn't think that through. Bro, don't listen to them. Just keep going. Don't make me look bad. No! Too bad my flamethrower's not weaker because it's flamethrower! Seriously, it's so much better to use that than even dig on you. Like, just base attack alone, even with a super effective hit from dig, flamethrower is still better. It's just an option. They resist fire. That's all. Okay, now I'll get you to fight. But yeah. The starters were good. I mean, come on. Everybody still looks at the starters like everybody still freaking loves Incineroar. Well, some people don't. Some people basically see it as the new freaking Charizard in regards to popularity. And competitive, anyway. Like, it's crazy that Incineroar is, like, so good. It can be utilized so many different ways. It's like the most, like, jack-of-all-trades starter I've seen. It's crazy. Hey, at least it's good. Honestly, I actually like the starters of Gen 7. I know people like to give the water starters shit. People always hate the water starters. And again, I love the water type, so I always go with water starters anyway. He wins! But hey, Water Fairy, it has a lot of uses. And, I was just worrying about myself. I feel spooked. I gotta go home. Go soon. Yeah, you probably should. Secret switch. Press it. Nah. Not quite yet. Who would? Oh, okay. I like to have the statue lit up so you can actually see if you activated or deactivated it. Instead of having to run back and forth to check if that's what you did. Gave a good visual indication. Thank you, Game Boy Advance. Oh, yeah. Right, another one of the big things with Gen 7. Well, quite a few big things. One of the other things I loved about Gen 7, they finally got rid of HMs. Now's when they introduced the Ride Pokemon. Basically, a Pokemon that basically took the place of HMs, so you didn't have to, you know, ruin your main team with HMs, or having to carry an HM slave with you. If I realize people don't want to have HMs on them that basically ruin their move pool. I mean, Gens 2 through 4 was at its worst, especially 3 and 4, but even still, it was nice they finally got rid of that option. And it's weird the Gen 4 remake decided to bring that shit back. Oh, so dumb. But, yeah. I was like, the game simply had a lot of, you know, visual... They definitely had a visual spectacle to them for some things. It felt like the most advanced the series was since, well... Yeah, it felt like a smoother version of what Gen 6 was. Oh yeah, by the way, with Gen 7, they also turned off the 3D effect for 3DS. Gee, it's like they realized the frame rate was incredibly awful when you did 3D. Like, man. Just more proof of how bad the optimization was. And at least they got rid of the option so the game would continue to run at a mostly smooth 30 FPS. Except I think Double Encounter still have the frame rate. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly. But, yeah, they got rid of HMs. Oh, right, I had to go the other way. Oh, but yeah, I think did I open a way to stairs? I think I opened the way to the stairs, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they basically, got rid of HMs, which is great. It was also the first generation to finally start adding regional variants. So, it's basically like having the old Pokemon again, except they're giving a new twist. They're basically giving a new, basically give an excuse to change their typing of their stat builds based on the region. It's a great way to be able to reintroduce old Pokemon in a way that feels new. So, I'm actually somebody who loves the idea of regional variants. It actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, come on. They adapt to different environments, so it actually makes sense that they would change up their typing or their general builds. Like, right? I would say so. Damn, these high-level Raticates are annoying. But I keep wanting to kill them because they give good experience. So why the hell not? Yeah. Although I will admit, oh yeah, instead of having the, I got other things to go over with Gen 7 now, I keep running through them in my head. Forgot, instead of the gym leaders, they had the totem Pokemon, and they also had the, what was it? I was gonna say the Grand Trials. Oh, right, this area is blocked off. I didn't open that gate. Yeah, this whole place is one big puzzle. Oh, you opened the way for me. Thank you. Mind if I fight you before I leave? I need to get out some aggression. You would, you friggin' burglar. Oh, no, they got burglars here, too? Great. Oh, wow, that's cute. You think you're real strong, huh? Give me a second. I'll show you what for. My God. This Charmander has no idea what he's in for. You'll learn to fly like me, then you can avoid this. Until then, get dogged by your greater adult self. Yeah, they also have the, trials. They decided to have, like, weird puzzles to go along with, Another thing that's basically replacing the gym leaders was the, it was basically the, trial masters or whatever. A lot of other people are basically specialized in a certain type. They gave you weird puzzles. Some of them were annoying, some of them were actually mildly fun. But, I don't know, I bag of loot. It's really advanced things from just basic gyms, and they're basically like, walk through this puzzle and get through these trainers to make your way to the gym leader. The switches here open and close alternating sets of doors. Like, yeah. I will still defend Gen 7 for trying to change things up. Because, while they've gone away from that from Gens 8 and 9, at least Gen 7 stands the unique, it was a unique experiment, that's for sure. And while I may as well go over one of the flaws people have with Gen 7, I can definitely agree to a point. Oh, boy. The hand-holiness and the over-tutorialization. Oh, boy. God. The real pace killer with Gen 7, and why a lot of people tend to hate it. Like, we heard from the Pokemon creators in Gen 6, now the shared experience share, which, by the way, is still there in Gen 7, obviously. They wanted to make the games easy because, it's a franchise for kids. It definitely made people a little divided on that, but, The whole hand-holdiness of trying, cater to younger kids as if they never played a game in their life. Like, it got obnoxious how hard they were going on the point they were trying to tutorialize it so any kid could play it. It got aggressive. You could skip a lot of shit. They were always spoiling everything. Like, oh my God. I'll admit, as much as I do love a lot of the structure Gen 7, the pacing is horrible. It's honestly probably the worst pace the series has been. And that's saying something considering how slow Gen 4 is. Diary, July 10th. We christened the newly discovered Pokemon, Mew. You christened it? Oh no. We don't need Christianity in the Pokemon world. Don't you dare baptize it. I don't think that's what Christian means. My God, do you not know basic vocabulary? My goodness. But yeah, I'll admit, I'm definitely one of the people that says, yeah, the game's a little too hand-holdy for its own good. And honestly, the Ultra versions, oh yeah, that's another negative. We basically had a third version of the game, but it wasn't really a third version. It was just an alternate freaking set of versions that are basically improvements. But they still had things separate for version exclusivity, making it not feel like a good excuse to do it at all. Basically what the true edition of Gen 7 should have been. And yet there were some things that made it worse. They made the tutorialization in the Ultra games even worse. Like, man, there are so many things that were screwed up with Gen 7 and friggin' telling and basically trying to tutorialize things. It's one of the biggest criticisms of that gen, and I will definitely not defend that part. I agree with that completely. It is horrible how hard they went on the tutorialization of all of it. One of the things that makes me not look forward to eventually into Gen 7 if I ever get to that point. Diary, July 5th. Guyana, South America. Oh, this is earlier. A new pond discovered deep in the jungle. Oh yeah, by the way. As you can tell, or maybe able to tell, this place feels like it was an old research facility. Yes, it is. It's an old research facility. They seem to have been working on some Pokemon called Mew that they found here. And they were trying to, yeah, basically study it. Let's just say, there might be a reason why this place is burned down. What, Blaine loses shit over the illegal research they were doing and decided to burn the place down in protest? Little did you know, he was part of that to begin with. Oh yeah, it's another thing I have to go over. I'll go over that another day. I'll go over that. Honestly, it might be better to go over that in the next episode. But, yeah, I'll just say there's actually a decent explanation for that if you pay attention to the manga. I'll just leave it at that for right now. But, yeah, Gen 7's pacing was horrible. And the villain, you know, Team Skull was very entertaining, I'll admit. It's basically, they are just freaking, like, really, like, cool wannabe thugs. And yet, I actually enjoyed them. Ah, Grimer, I don't have you yet. May as well try for you, as long as you don't kill him with Slash. I know these poison types have decent defense, so... Yes, perfect! Although, if you get poisoned... Alright, yep, catch this Pokemon, and then we're frickin' digging our way out of here. Ow! I always swap you out if I feel like you're gonna die. I'll keep an eye on that. I did like Team Skull. They were very entertaining. And then the twist villain, I'll admit, I actually do like their arc. It makes sense. It kind of capitalizes on some of the stuff in the game, too. At least the original version. It kind of feels half-assed and Ultra somehow. Anyway, here's Grimer, the Sludge Pokemon. Sludge exposed to X-rays from the moon transformed to Grimer. It loves feeding on filthy things. I mean, yeah, it's a giant pile of trash. That's basically what friggin' Trubbish is for friggin'... Yeah, that's friggin' Univa's equivalent to, you know, Grimer Trubbish. Oh, shit, right. I said we're gonna dig out so I can heal you. I should do that. But first, kill the Raticate. Yeah. I did kind of like the villain's arc. Ultra somehow ruined the plot, honestly. I like the plot better from the original games than the Ultimate ones. Which may feel weird, but honestly, they really freaking ruined the freaking story in the Ultra games. Oh yeah, speaking of Ultra, there's also a new group of Pokemon. Basically, you're a weird excuse to have a giant group of what you can consider legendaries, in a way. Ultra Beasts! We finally decided to realize, oh, we can have Pokemon that come from other worlds or other dimensions. So let's make this whole thing Ultra Beasts. And it had a weird, giant post-game side quest involving them in the original games. Or it means have an optional, weird-ass warp tunnel thing in the Ultra games, which I still think is weird to this day, trying to kill that shit. You know what? I should probably put on some Super Repels. Because, yeah. We've been running through this for a while. I want to try to speed along now if I can help it. It just got obnoxious after a while with some of the, Ultra Beast stuff. Like, I hate how repetitive that quest was in the original game. I did go down there, right? can't tell anymore where I have or haven't been. There's a switch up here. I haven't explored this place with the switch pressed here, so I may as well check it now. Alright, yeah, I checked there. I want to go this way. God damn it. There are definitely some things I like from Gen 7, but a lot of it can also be very irritating to me, to a point. Oh, yes, a stairway up to the next level. I thought so. And yeah, have the regional variants, and you know, they carried over some of the stuff from Gen 7. I did like a lot of what Gen 7 had to offer in regards to, you know, advancing the Pokemon series. Although, there's also the, debatably the worst of the new mechanics they introduced. Which was the, Oh, hi there.
My nature once lived here.
Oh, good for you, then. I forgot, the other big move mechanic they added. They got rid of, well, most Mega Evolutions for a while there. And decided to add the idea of Z-moves. Basically, a one-time use move you could do in a battle to screw over, you know, your opponent. Basically powers up one of your moves to basically being a stronger version of that move you can do once in battle. It's basically just a massive fuck you to a lot of, yeah, other Pokemon. So, yeah, that's all it had its uses. But, you know, kind of ran into the Mega Evolution problem. Once they gave certain Pokemon basically special Z moves that basically then have better moves than other Pokemon in the game with those Z moves. So, yeah, that kind of created its own issue as well. Honestly, I didn't hate the idea of Z moves, but, you know, because some Pokemon got broken versions of it, like Pikachu. And, I think the Gen 6 Legendaries, I think, did too, actually. Yeah, it ended up not being that good in the grand scheme of things. I'll definitely say I preferred, at least now, I prefer the idea of Mega Evolutions. Because Z-moves just kind of shifted the problem away from Mega Evolution making certain Pokemon broken to just making certain Pokemon with a super move.
Woo, overwhelming.
Good, I'm glad you're overwhelmed. I'm glad you weren't just whelmed.
Oh, so you're stuck?
Try jumping off over there. Alright, I do need to do that. Oh, so you're now at a good level. So I'll try to have somebody who, who do I want to have use in here? I'll go back to using you. Because, yeah, I want you to get experience. You're not going to have that much use outside of this place. Damn it, you having to go all the way down to get to this thing. Ah, there are stairs. I should probably take them. Yeah, Z-moves I thought were a neat idea, but I definitely think that the other moves were better. Well, the other moves? I mean, Mega Evolution? Yes. I think, if I had to say, of the Generation exclusive gimmicks... Oh, there's something over here. Of the Generation exclusive gimmicks, I feel like that was probably the worst one, Z-moves. Not terrible, just it felt like it wasn't really implemented well. It's one of those things that felt like it was too easy in the main game. Oh yeah, we'll see. The Elite Four was kind of cool because, you know, the champion of the region was, well, shit. The champion of the region was basically you. It was kind of cool in that regard, actually having, you know, the main character actually being the champ. Because you basically, you know, you helped set up the Elite Four altogether. They decided to need a champion. So the fact it was you was actually a pretty welcome treat. I really liked that they did that. It definitely changed things up. And then at the end, then if you kept getting through the Elite Four, you basically did title defense. So you had a pretty decent variety of battles you could deal with when you, yeah, went to defend your title. Kind of neat. February 6th, Mew gave birth. Oh god! Apollo actually gave birth! We have the newborn, Mewtwo. Oh boy, that doesn't sound creepy or anything. So glad they gave birth.
Mew! This place is, like, huge.
Oh, please don't say anything like that. Oh, the legendaries had all the tapus for each island there. I guess we're kind of neat. Oh, God, Ninetales. Hi there. Oh, boy. I feel this might not go well. Oh, no, not Emperor. Never mind, it's Emperor. I'm fine. I mean, I definitely did like some of the Pokemon they introduced in Gen 7. I just, you know, I really like a lot of the structure just being different overall. But there are definitely some questionable Pokemon besides that Gen 2. Like, speaking of Executor, frickin' Alolan Executor is an incredibly tall tree.
Oh, yeah!
Always feels like one of the weirdest ones. Where do they Pokemon went? I mean, come on. Not to get topical, but... do I even bring up frickin', Young Goose and, what's the other one's name? It was Young Goose and something else, I think. Why do I feel like I'm missing something? Like there's an area to this place I'm trying to get to, but can't. Ha. This is gonna get very annoying. I forgot how to get through this place. Damn it. What a freaking annoyance this is gonna be. I'm gonna use up all my super repels. There's only one other Pokemon I thought I could have run into it down here. I'm not finding them. Yeah, I want to get over there. I need to fall from the other floor to get down there, I think. That's what I need to do. I say, overall, I did enjoy my time at Gen 7. I can understand why some people weren't a fan of it, but... honestly, I look back on it favorably as them trying to experiment and do something new. It's just, you know, them trying to cater to children kind of killed the pace of that game as a whole. So, yeah, it's kind of hard to look back on too fondly. Which is a shame. Because I think there's definitely a pretty solid game with Gen 7. What were the legendaries? Oh, the Sun and the Moon Pokemon, that's right. Oh, yeah, we also had a Pokemon that basically evolved into a legendary. That was weird. Definitely strange, for sure. Having a Pokemon evolve into a legendary just feels odd. Huh. Why do I feel like I'm missing a set of stairs? It's above you, dumbass! Right. I'm sorry, dumbass! Come on! I know you're trying to live up to your name, but... oh, stop being so stupid! I finally realized where I'm going. Wow, we really spent a whole episode here. I'm so sorry for my, once again, horrible pacing. Apparently I'm stupid and don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Gotta jump down from a ledge and friggin' try to get closer to where we need to go. Need to go down here, I think. Yes. No. Damn it! I hate this. God damn it. MJ, how do you not know this base by now? I don't know. I'm stupid. Well, good. You're learning, finally. Thank goodness. You know, they definitely felt like they had their fun with Gen 7, at least, with trying something different. It just, you know, there was still a lot of the same, you know, Pokemon trappings and all that. Yeah, don't let me jump down here. Okay, maybe I want to jump down the other end, then. So I guess we'll try here. Yeah, it did take me over here. Okay.
Who are you? There shouldn't be anyone here.
How'd you think? Oh, you guys are in the middle of cleanup? I'm sorry if I'm being an inconvenience by actually, you know, having to just be running around. Oh, God, hi, Electrode. Hello, buddy. Time for you to get the hell out of my way. Oh, God, why? Well, that might hurt you a bit, so... oh. Right. What was I thinking? Here, I thought self-destruct would actually be painful, but no. Keep forgetting you're slow, but you're a freaking beast otherwise. And again, that's why I love having you. That's why the rival will love having you too once that thing evolves.
Ouch!
I mean, yeah, could be weird on basing my team on my rivals, but
A key out, what are you talking about?
don't worry. I'll fight it. Bro, it's right here. Never mind, it was a Carbos. Damn it, here I thought I discovered something. Oh, god damn it! Let's time warp back to that room. I'm sick and tired of running through there. Geronimo! Okay, finally made it back. Now I'm back here. Let's finally go back to putting on the super repel, because I don't think there's anything else worth fighting down here. Oh yeah, I did kill a few Raticates, so don't worry about that. I didn't feel like showing that off. They're just Raticates, bro. It's not that big a deal. Damn, good thing I got these super repels. That's what happens, I get lost in this place like a dumbass. And we're nearly done here.
Uh-oh, where am I now?
You're in the basement. What do you mean, where are you now? Oh, you're a burglar, that's right. I keep thinking you're all researchers. Some of you are just burglars. Stupid me doesn't know the difference for some reason. Because I'm a dumbass, that's why. Go figure. Shit. All your moves are freaking physical based too. This is horrible. Ha! Too bad it didn't matter. But yeah, Gen 7, you know, there are certainly some things I'm not a fan of with Gen 7. It's mostly the pacing. But you know, have the champion. Oh yeah, by the way, the original Sun and Moon game, the fact they actually had the Pokemon Professor be your first champion fight, he was like actually like good. Those were one of the hardest fights I remember in a Pokemon game. Oh yeah, it was also I think the I think it was the first game that ruined your rival. Your rival started taking the weaker starter than you.
You can find some lying around. The residents must have left them.
Diary, September 1st. Mewtwo is far too powerful. We failed to curb its vicious tendencies. Oh boy. He gave birth to Mewtwo, then it was violent. Gee, who'd have thought? Who saw that coming? So yeah, that's the experiment going on here. It seems some Pokemon called Mewtwo was created from some Pokemon called Mew. And, yeah, basically went on a rampage and left. So yeah. Very... Whoa, man. Went from far range for that.
It's me and Gilbert Lab. Look at all this space.
Now, there are some twisted researchers here, too. God damn. Who was the one that put them up to these experiments? Well, maybe you're surprised to hear. It was Team Rocket! That's right, Team Rocket was responsible for all the shit that happened here. But it's something they harkened on a lot more in the anime as well. I think it was one of those things that was another one of the, you know, manga-specific plots. They only teased that in the first Pokemon movie in regards to the show, but... Yeah, it was a Team Rocket plot. Well, they did have a Pokemon movie for it. The first Pokemon movie going over Mewtwo was... Whew, it was a delight. It was fun.
What was that for?
Actually seeing Pokemon on the big screen like that, a very, well, fluidly animated movie.
I like it here. It's conducive to my studies.
Yeah, I bet it is. Good for you, bro. Good for you. I have another gate I gotta open, too. Oh, Blizzard! I'm curious. Who can learn Blizzard anyway? Alright, I actually got to go my TM case. But then again, its accuracy is 70! Yeah, it's not worth giving any of you Blizzard. And again, that's why it's only best giving it in Gen 1, and debatably Gen 2. Because any generation after that, its accuracy is shit, unless you have a freaking hailstorm. And that's 100%. Man, yeah, that first Pokemon movie was great. I'll admit, though, Gen 7 of the anime, while the tournament thing in the end for Ash to finally become champion was great, a lot of the other stuff before it was, kind of fillery. Oh yeah, there's some memorable characters like Lily and Gladion, I guess. I mean, yeah, Lily was just trying to, you know, live a fun journey for herself because, you know, rough times with her family. Her father's disappearance, her brother off doing his own thing, and, well, I guess it's not a too big deal or some of the spoiler stuff. Her mom basically going psycho because of what happened to her dad's disappearance. A secret key! Finally! I'll also take Solar Beam! Yay, Solar Beam. The only way to truly make use out of it is if I have Sunny Day in effect!
Oh no, I'm trapped in here.
You may be trapped in here, but I'm not. Sucks to suck, bro.
Wait, where are you going?
I'm leaving.
Don't leave me here!
That's right, be trapped in there forever! You can just hit the switch. They're too stupid to do that, though. But yeah, I'll admit, there are a lot of good ideas in Gen 7. It was nice that it felt unique. I mean, I guess a lot of people do prefer the general gym challenges. At least they added some of the trial stuff to the gyms in the Gens 8 and 9 to at least give them better puzzles. And, yeah, personally, I just think Gen 7 was a great generation to try to introduce new things. New regional variants, new gimmick, maybe, and new game structure. In fact, still the only game structured like that is frustrating. I guess you could say Legends Arceus is maybe somewhat close to that, but Legends Arceus is a lot more open world, but it does have a linear structure to it as well. But either way, I do like Gen 7. It's in my top 3. It just, yeah. If it weren't for the big pacing issues and some annoying characters, it would honestly be, like, debatably my favorite. But, yeah, the over-tutorialization kills anybody wanting to go back and play that game. At least for most people. Rotom Dex. He ruined Ultra even worse than the original. Yikes. Oh yeah, Rotom became a lot more commonplace, instead of being like a weird legendary in Gen 4. Still weird to think about. It was also the last game that had the full Pokedex. We get to that when we get to Gen 8. But who knows, we might do that later on. So, come back next time. Now we have the secret key. We can finally make our way to the Cinnabar Gym. So we finally go find Blade and give him a piece of our mind, since he wasn't in that lab this whole time. That son of a bitch. Where has he been hiding this whole time? Why is he trying to keep us locked out?